Woo. Let's see. Hey everybody, how you doing? If you are catching this from the beginning and then you're going to catch up to speed, I'm doing yeses and nos. If you want to have a priority or in-depth, what you can do is in the description, you can make a donation on one of those. Otherwise, I'm just going to be doing quick yeses and nos. In addition to that, you can feel free to send me a DM. Again, all the contact information is in the description. So see if any of my services might be right for you. I book by the minute. I've been a reader for almost 27 years and I flip and love it. Gonna get my cards out. We're gonna see what is up. And if you think that somebody you know might benefit from this, go ahead and send them a link to this live. My homegirl Pam, who's a moderator on here, is not going to be on tonight because she's entertaining some buddies. Yeah, that's right, I said it. So, let's see. Yeah, no, we're good. All right. What does everybody need to know as far as what the pending energy for the next few days is going to be? What can the collective expect? Hey everybody, I see 2 people popping in. If you're new to live, say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. I'm in upstate Vermont. We got some rain after some frost. And I'm doing yeses and nos, but since nobody's put anything in yet, I'm just going to do a collective read. So it looks like there's going to be a major setback and we're going to have to take the high road on what's going on right now, but it's actually going to be positive because it looks like whatever the bad luck tends to be or whatever the opposite direction things are going, it's going to be a path forward that I see. It's going to, hey Chad. So this is going to be a positive path forward and it's going to involve some extensive planning, which you're probably going to have to network with. Chad, do you have a specific question? One of my clients is texting me, absolutely sensational human being. All right, Chad, what does Chad need to know? By the way, it's so cool that you stuck around. I do appreciate that support. I do know that it's not really everybody's cup of tea, but I love that you entered this with open skepticism. I'm in the States and I'm on the East Coast. So how's your weekend going to be? Well, from what I can see, it looks like you're going to have to revise your plans and it looks like you're going to have to pull out of something before it was even ready in the first place. You're not left with much of a decision. Somebody's focus is going to be elsewhere and it looks like you're going to have to kind of come in and redirect them, which is going to be fun. Feeling of anhali. Hopefully I said that right. If not, I'm sorry. This person is kind of closed off and they're not really expecting much. They're focused on an ideal situation that never kind of panned out for them. So they're closed off. You're going to actually have to surprise them with whatever your confession is going to be. Hey, Timothy. Hello, hi. I'm from the East Coast of the United States. Well, I see that you're probably going to have to reschedule because this person is focused, they're distracted, it's last minute. I have no idea what that is. Hey, Deborah Life. How's it going? I've been a reader for almost 27 years. We're approaching that. Oh my God. It's so weird to think about. Hello. I'm doing quick yeses and nos. Go ahead and put your questions in. If you want to book with me, it's by the minute. All the ways of contact are in the description. Yes, I'm in the United States. Hey, Santiago. How's your friend feeling today? Well, from what I can see, this person is being overly cautious and it's making everything take forever. So this person's slowing down and it looks like they're in a real lack mentality. So they're probably unnerved, probably overstimulated, probably need some grounding. Ah, you're in India, huh? I work with some people in India. Very cool. Let me see if I need to brighten this up. I do. Who knew? Oh, wow. Good times. Keep putting your questions in, peoples. And again, if you're new, say hello. Let me know where you are in the world. What can I tell you about you? Well, not for nothing, but you're on the internet right now and you're not in the same location I'm in. And mind-blowing. What do you need to know about yourself? You need to unstick yourself, and you need to try and see things from a different perspective, because that has been what's been setting you back. Hey, Prince. Virginia. I love Virginia. JP Flavio. Are you going to be okay in life? Yes. Whatever it is that you've been battling, it's going to be something that you do get closure in. I do see you feeling alleviated. I do see that this is a low cycle that you've been kind of stuck in. It feels like it's been more than 9 years, though. This feels like it's been a little bit over a decade for you. I'm sorry that that number is kind of vague, but it's over the 9. And this is saying you're starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel, and it's positive. Oh, what? Mr. Steele. I don't even know how you would jump to that one. Deborah's life, what do you need to know? So this reset is actually a redirection for you. Don't take it as a failure. Take it as an adjustment time. And also, it's also kind of urging you not to try and plow through this like you have 100 horsepower on it. Stop and start observing the entire situation. Look into the little nooks and crannies. Have the eye of a hawk in this if you can. Name a car for an edit? I'm not a car person. I have a Rogue. I have a Nissan Rogue. Like, that's what I got. What do I feel like this is? I just don't have the patience. I don't care. It's nice in the morning, huh? Well, here it's 10 o'clock at night. How's it going? It's kind of chaotic, but wonderful. I had some amazing coaching and hypnosis sessions today, and I had one reading earlier that was half reading, half hypnosis. Again, the reads that I do is 15% of my business, and the rest of it, oh my God, it's just, I love seeing you guys have your awesome breakthroughs. I love all the different walks of life I get to work with in this world. I have 2 nose rings, and I have 10 piercings in each ear. Because, you know, I'm kind of hardcore, not for nothing. What's the mindset of your ex, and do you need to keep her blocked? Well, I see this person as delusionally happy, and I don't think that that's a bad thing. I think that they're actually looking at somebody else. I would still keep them blocked if I were you, because this person kind of gets obsessive very fast. Good morning in London. My nephew's name is London. It's the afternoon. Yeah, I work with a lot of people in Australia. I work with people that are like 16 hours ahead. Oh, congratulations. Is your partner coming back to your life? So from what I can see, no, not right now, because they're kind of falling apart in their own little small world. They're not in a good place right now. Hello in South Carolina. Yeah, I've been a reader for nearly 27 years, CLE ENT 90. Thank you for your kind words. Well, it would be weird for me if I was, only because I would have to explain that to my 2 biological sons. But absolutely no hate to anybody who's transgender or anything like that. Half of my friends are part of the Alphabet Mafia. It's completely acceptable. I don't care. And nor should anybody else. Good morning in Malaysia. You have a pinched nerve. How did you do that, Hayden? I'm not, but I will be doing some seminars out there. Bharat, you don't have your partner coming back in right now. From what it looked like they're kind of in a destruction mode. You've seen your little daughter for 3 years. She's going to be 4 in the next month. Your ex-baby mom won't let you see her. Oh, I'm really sorry to see that. I'm sorry. There's a lot of cards, so that... Jason, it's not for everybody. And even I can admit that. So if you are here as a skeptic, I do appreciate that. I believe skepticism is a necessity, especially in this field. I'm never going to feed into a fantasy or fear. So if something's not in its integrity, I'm out. And I will call other people out if they are feeding into fears or fantasies. It is so messed up to take advantage of people. I don't understand how they would be cool with that, waiting for, well, first off, that's somebody's life. Why would you mess with that? And two, hello? I don't understand the reasoning behind it. What's this being held for review? I'm a woman. Thank you very much. Thank you. They're new. All right, Olga, can you have a general reading? So from what I see, don't think of the big picture right now. You need to focus on the task at hand, because when you look at the big picture, it's like it's paralyzing you with fear. Zone in on the project immediately. Focus in on what's in front of you. And once that becomes monotonous, then you can step back and look at the big picture. But trying to do everything at once is going to kick your keister. I'm sorry, you can't. Aqua Eden, what is the card that you need to know? So actually, I'm going to pull in. Okay. So this is saying that I see that the spotlight's actually coming down on you right now, and it seems like you're starting to develop a positive reputation. I don't want you to wait for the other shoe to drop. There's nothing that you have to fight for on this dance. It's not like somebody's going to kick you off from first place. So I want you to be a lot more loud and aggressive with your presence. You're not a wallflower. Thank you, Ducky. The Joker card. You know, you can actually read minor arcana with a deck of just playing cards. So that's actually a thing. It's not crazy. I want to say hi to you, but I'm afraid that your name will get me flagged. Hey, Earth Angel. Of course I believe in God. Yeah, no, I've been a Christ follower all my life, and I became a born-again Christian back in 2014. Barat, I've already answered you. I'm sorry your grandmother went to jail. They want the bears to watch their channel. Actually, that would be cool. Pure blood. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you've had such a bad experience. We get married with Kulwinder. So from what I can see, there is a major opportunity for love in that direction. Yes, it is a likely outcome for the two of you. I see that you guys are very peaceful with each other. I see that you guys are very receptive to each other, and there's a lot that you guys find out is compatible in love for you. So there's a lot of parallels you guys can open up about. Hola. Can I know if you've met your partner offline? You have a plethora of partners. You have a plethora of soulmates in this lifetime. And not all of them are going to be romantic. So it looks like the next partner that you're going to have is probably not going to be somebody who you initially meet offline. I think that you see them online and you probably meet them in person. Well, you have to be born with them. Aqua Eden, thank you so much for that validation. I do appreciate it. By the way, if I'm ever reading for you and something doesn't make sense, don't force it to fit your life. Ask for clarification. And I say that even if you don't work with me, you can work with anybody. Don't ever force a narrative to fit your life. A reader should be able to give you clarification. I worked with somebody earlier today who they were able to call out a Colorado reader on 3 separate occasions initially in their reading where it was absolute garbage. And when she, confronted the woman about it, she actually had the audacity to get all up in arms with her and start talking crap to her. It's not for everybody. So you prefer guys without muscle? I'm in a 3-year-long relationship with the guy I'm gonna marry, so I'm not worried. Yeah, no, if it doesn't work out with this one, there's not another soul on the planet I would rather be with. Thank you, Saul. Darian, why are you feeling scared? I hope that I'm not making you scared. If I am, I'm sorry. Will your debts be solved soon? And Nia, you're very welcome. So your debts will be solved soon. It's not that you're getting out of them. You're going to probably work out some sort of a financial setup, payment plan, budget, but it will be taken care of by your work. Can you break the deck in half and tell you what it says? Sure. All right, so here's the bottom. We're going to break it over here. All right, so this is talking about your ship's not coming in until you put in all of the excessive hard work, which seems like it's completely overwhelming for you. So this is saying don't discount this foundation that you have. It's not something that's going to be taken out from underneath you. This is telling you not to worry about what resources are coming in, but learning to work with what you have and having the big payoff. I did not skip you. I didn't see it. By the way, if I'm not answering you, I promise you, I'm not ignoring you. It's because sometimes the chat moves fast and I don't always see every question. I'm one person, huh? I tell you what. Is Nazir getting a new wife? So from what I can see, there's already somebody you have your eyes set on, and that's probably them. Boston, Barbie, where are you from? My sister's name is Barbie. I am from the Northeast. Northeast of the United States. So think, I know New York isn't part of New England area, but I always count it in. So that, Vermont, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Maine, New Hampshire, that area. I love Boston. The Barbie of Boston. Oh, that's your name. Very cool. You're in a 3-year relationship and it's hard to register your marriage in Malaysia because we're from different religions. You don't want to make her convert. Is she on the same page? Any signs? So you guys are probably going to get married outside of the country, which congratulations to you. I see that this marriage is going to take place. The love is there. You guys have the best intentions with each other. And if we look at the background of this over here, you can see that there's somebody who's very protective of this marriage, of this union, and going to work to make it happen. Oscar, what do you need to know? For you, be very careful about not just financial decisions. It's not about this. You need to be very careful about the decisions that you're making from a place of not inferiority, but of anxiety. I feel like anxiety is being seen as a gut feeling and it's going to steer you in the wrong way. Be careful. No matter what you're doing right now, go get grounded before making any abrupt decisions. Thank you. Your patience is most appreciated. I can't say her name because I'm afraid I'll get flagged. I don't want to be seen as bullying because that's not me. Thank you, Kels Bells. Like 15 husband Ramesh Fair Hakai. I don't know what those words at the end mean. I'm sorry, I'm not very fluent in it. But I'm not sure what you're asking about. I think you're asking if your husband's having an affair. The truth is going to be coming out that this person is actually planning a surprise for you. Ronan, what do you need to know? Your stress is actually about to be over, and I see it's not about reconciliation. It's about you and having that big weight dropped off your back and seeing that your worst nightmare is not going to be coming true in this, and it's actually going to be an easier road for quite a bit for you. So this, don't be afraid about being greedy with it. It's not going to be waiting for the other shoe to drop. Are you ever going to walk again? So from what I can see, not naturally, no. There's something you need to get away from. Now, that can mean, honestly, anything. You need to stay away from something toxic that's being you down, that may be an addictive issue for you. I've seen gamers who have worn, not in my physical life, I am not a gamer. I hate gaming like it's the plague. But I've always been surrounded by gamers, and I've seen gamer conventions, and I've seen gamers like wear adult stuff so that they don't have to use the restroom. It's probably gonna move forward between you and your crush at college mark. Is anything gonna move between the two of you? From what I can see, you are too nervous and you need to make the move. This person is not going to jump on it yet. Raiwa, sorry if I'm not saying the name right. What do you need to know? First off, stop losing hope right now. You need to get in touch with not only your feelings, but make sure that they're coming from a grounded place. And you need to be more open and vulnerable. This should be a time of renewal and a time of clarity for yourself. There's a lot of information that is going to be, I know how weird this sounds, but there's going to be a lot of information that's going to be kind of coming to you in a sleep-like state, also from the signs in your environment. Start opening your eyes to what's coming at you and stop doubting it. Stop looking for a sign your sign. Spirit is giving you one. What is the future for you and Alex? So you guys have a very deep soul bond. I know this because it's in the desert and we have the pyramids in the back. This is something that is very passionately built. And from what I can see, the both of you are very passionate about each other. You guys can have confidence with each other, but that's going to come in time. The more that you guys are not being vague with each other, not mucking the water with each other, and being very direct. Been up and around Boston, called for Buzzards Bay, way too cold. Oh, I'm over the cold. I hate the cold. The cold is no longer my friend. As I am a year away from turning 40, I've come to realize that anything that is lower than mid 40s, I'm just not feeling it. I love Maine so much. One of my friends / classmates moved down there, and she's an amazing therapist down there. Do you see a timeline for you to propose to her? So for you, wait until next summer. Wait until next summer before you have the nuptials underway. Yeah, you can have that physical feeling and that soul bond with somebody. Time and space don't matter. It's all energy. You're an Aries. You know, Aries are my homies. I have a lot of Aries friends, a lot of Gemini friends, and you guys are impulsive, but you're always the first at everything. And I was talking with my partner, I say partner. It feels weird to say boyfriend at this stage, but my significant other, we were talking about the pros and cons of the signs in the car earlier. Aries are absolutely, impulsive, but they're the first at everything, and they have to be the first at everything. Is your other cheating? So from what I can see, no, they're just not the best and clear-headed when making decisions. Ronan, when are you going to be married? So this is probably going to be, I don't see any marriage for at least another year for you. And it's not for that you're not the material. It's just time and ability don't permit for it. And it looks like there's not a great plan underway anyways. So it's not because you're not lovable at all. In fact, it's the furthest thing from the truth. But nothing is coming underway for a year just because of ability. You live around Boston. I love Boston. And I will say it like that every time. I weirdly slip into accent. It's just, I'm a weirdo. What are you going to do? Sorry. It's fun here, right? Miss World, thank you so much for joining the live. Chad, thank you so much for hanging out. And, I'll see you, I guess, on the next live. So, Miss World, I've been a reader for almost 27 years, and I'm doing yeses and nos here. If you want a real in-depth, you can make a donation to one of the things in the description, or if you want to book with me, you can go to the ways of contact in the description. But if you just want to watch, go for it. What is in the future for you and Alex? So for you, you guys have more spontaneity that needs to come into play, because anytime you guys plan anything, it loses momentum. You guys tend to overthink things, and it talks you out of a lot of potential wonderful situations that it's going to end up being a cluster F. Stop overthinking things. Take the leap, both of you. I have a really crooked smile, though. Thank you, Kelly. So, Kimberly Hatfield, darling, my name is Erin. I've been a reader for 27 years almost. I do life coaching, I do hypnosis. I have a plethora of tools under my belt with raising Sevak. If you want to go to my Facebook, which is also a way of contact in the description, you can see all the services I provide. I don't know. I don't know what else to say on the profession side other than those are the services I provide. I love the work that I get to do with all the people in the world. And other than that, I'm a mom, I'm a partner, I'm a foodie, I'm a nature fanatic. Yeah, no, downtime's not really a thing. Miss World, what do you need to know for general advice? I never shuffle in the videos because it takes forever, and apparently these wanted to come out for you. Miss World, darling, so what do you need to know? All right, so this is saying you're going to have a real realization around you about the people who keep coming into your life. There's somebody who keeps coming back. You keep allowing them in, and this person has nothing to offer you other than confusion and lies. This isn't going to be anything that you can make right about this person because you can't ask for honesty from somebody who has no problem in lying right to your face, and that is deplorable, and you don't deserve that. So you're going to have to realize this about this person, that it doesn't matter how good you are or how you show them how safe you are, they're not going to be able to show up right for you in your life. And this doesn't even feel like a romantic partner. This feels like almost, I would call them a frenemy at this point. Why do I have to shut up? You're on my live. First off, rude, and second off, what the crap? All right, so hang on. I feel the need to do this because you hopped in on my live. Aqua Eden, go for next summer. From what I was seeing, it's going to be probably around the time of Cancer, or I know that Gemini's, it feels like June Cancer time. Do I, bro? What does that even mean? I have no idea what that says, Kimberly. Orange Ivy. I don't know who those people that you're talking about are. Will your new business venture be successful? From what I see, you need to look a little bit further in who you are networking with, because from what I see, they don't share the same vision as you, and this is something where they're not going to listen to you until you put your flipping foot down and tell them to either step up or kick rocks. So don't let somebody steamroll over you. Please, for the love of God, put your foot down. Well, Kimberly, I will say that they have definitely saved me at my worst times and the darkest nights. So I'm never going to hide that connection that I have, or my faith. I will never do that, because as you know, when you put that, if you deny them in front of people, then they have no problem denying you. And even outside of that, what is there to be ashamed of when you have faith in something that truly does good works for you? Kyushi. Let's see. What about your love life? So this is actually going to be, it seems like you're going to hit some rocky times with this, but I want you to know that there is a positive outcome for this. This is going to pose the two of you actually take some action on this for somebody to either go to the other person or to make more time for the other person, or for you guys to put it on ice for a little bit. 24 people here and 24 likes. You guys are the bee's knees, dearests. Will your wife Angie and you stay in love forever? Not without work, but yes, you guys will stay together. Love is work, and you guys are both up for it. Tommy, I'm 39, bestie. I'm turning 40 next September. I love getting older. I love it. I feel like it's an accomplishment that is kind of underrated. 92, eh? I love Iowa. Hey, Kamal. My ex-husband was a Taurus. Well, he still is. He's still alive. Yes, I do. His name is Jason. I've been with him for 3 years, and either I'm going to marry him or this is just how we're going to be for the rest of our lives. And if by some crazy stretch of the imagination. He and I don't work. There's not another soul on the planet I would want to be with. Scorpio too, whenever that, you're a Scorpio too. So that would be the end of October through the middle of November. Well, up through like the 21st. Miss World, thank you so much. I actually read for you a few times. Enter a name, which I love the originality of that. What's up with you? God. So it's time to either excrete or get off the pot. This is at a place of coming out of indecision. You can't hesitate anymore. You need to break the ice, make a decision, even though you don't want to, even though it doesn't seem like a big deal, even though you feel like you don't have a good choice. Not making a choice is not going to work this time. And yes, in the past, sometimes not making a choice is a choice, but you're either going to go through one direction or you're going to go through another, and there is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So take your power back and make the decision for yourself, and by the way, in no way, shape, or form am I telling you to do anything dangerous or illegal. So keep that on the up and up, please. Be a little bit more brave with your decisions. Alchemized Tarot, put your question in. Are you going to be able to fix your health issue? You don't have a lot of options, and from what I see, they're not being presented before you. So you are working with people who aren't giving you, they're not opening up and giving you the, how can I say this? How can I say this? So it's not that you don't have the ability to fix this, but with what you're working with in the small area that you're working around, they aren't giving you many options, and they're not giving you the opportunity for second and third opinions. You need to start looking at other alternatives to see what you can do about your health issue, because what you're working with right now is not going to work for you. And I don't see that you have the stamina to do it. And it's not a slight towards you. Let me say that very clearly. It's not a slight towards you. I'm not saying you're lazy. I'm just saying this is going to be a lot. Aqua Eden, thank you so much. I'm glad that that made sense, and I'm glad that it was in alignment with what you were talking about. Steve, are you going to get a girlfriend? Yes. And from what I can see, you want to look for an earth sign, not because of the pentacles. It is an earth sign, but this is like the divine mother energy. This is very Virgonian energy. It blossoms, it nurtures. So you have an extreme feminine coming into play. Orange Ivy, you are not wrong. There are. But you want to know something? All of our different personalities are going to fall in alignment with other people. So there is more than enough connections to go around in this plane of existence. And there's absolutely no problem with that. And again, tarot readings, 15% of the work that I do. You should really check out also my other services, because I would never change what I'm doing. I know that I'm absolutely living in purpose with the work that I do. And I love that you're coming in as a challenger to that. I do appreciate it. Zugong, hello, hello. Aw. So enter a name. How can I give clarification? Like I said, come in as a skeptic. Ask for clarification if it doesn't make sense. It's perfectly okay. I learned from the book, and I also have been an intuitive my whole life. So as I have progressed in understanding the definitions and learning the layouts of the cards, the intuition has grown with it. So I could read different cards, well, the same card for different people, and different signs and symbols and colors will step out of those, and it starts to create the storyline and the narrative. And what will happen is I'll see that, and I'll start to get the storyline, and I'll obviously see life happening around me, but there's like this visual of insight of something that happens, and I just start to see like a video on top of everything with it. It's very weird, but it's what happens, and that's the best I got for you. And I have been tested with other certified psychics, and I've been working with all these people all over the world. I actually did some healing work in Vegas with this amazing group, and they don't do the services anymore, but it was Zen Rose Garden. And a lot of my mentorship happened in the awareness shop in New Paltz, New York. If you are in New York, or if you're ever around the area of New Paltz, New York, go to the awareness shop. And then after you're done there, go to like Minnewaska. Just, it's amazing. Hey, Leslie Zen, how are you? Thank you so much. I used to do the dailies, but like 2 years ago, I had a crazy stalker who completely traumatized me, and I was not interested in doing the daily insights anymore. I'm going to be changing this channel from the tarot that it mostly is and going more into the coaching and hypnosis and motivational work. So definitely stay tuned for that. And I will be doing guests on the show, so on and so forth, themes, styles, and everything. And yes, I'll talk about it endlessly. Orange Ivy, I have no idea who you are, but please be nice. Julie Park, are you ever going to get married? First off, 52 is not, that doesn't mean anything wrong or anything like that. And yes, you will absolutely get married. From what I can see, there is somebody who, I know how cheesy this sounds, but this being a card of faith and a card of everything coming to a head, you do have somebody who is specifically meant for you that was pretty much written for you. And that feels very unique to say. So I want you to know, yes, you will. And what is it about this? This is somebody who's very self-made and who honestly, they're very humble about the empire that they have built in their life. So don't get ready for any just complete disclosures. They're probably going to test you to see if you're on the up and up. Miss World, yes, you definitely have romance coming in. So from what I can see, there's a chance that you're going to be seizing that is going to be a relationship that triggers you with all of your traumas that's going to end up healing you. This is also going to be an air sign. Enter a name. I have no idea what you're talking about. J Blanket ZZ99. I have been a hypnotist for 15 years almost. Hey, fellow Virgonians. No, silly goose egg. That's when I started reading Orange Ivy. I've been doing all of this stuff for about 6 years. Is that cool for you? You know, you don't need to be here. Ugh, I don't have the energy for this. Hey, Castor. Well, if you're talking about a babe, it's probably Maggie. She agrees. Come here, Magpie. Come here, bestie. Or not. She doesn't want to come anymore. You hurt her feelings, and that's not cool. Are you in danger? No, not even a little bit. I don't care. Is your partner still attracted to you? You've gained some weight over the years. Will you ever get your body from 10 years ago? Well, no, you're not going to get that body back because 10 years have passed and you've gone through a restructuring. So you're going to learn to love and accept the transmutation your body is going through. You are meant to have a strong body. You're not meant to have a particular size. Your vehicle has to run you throughout this life. So it's going to go through various stages and it's going to be beautiful no matter what. Hey, Chris Clay. Will you ever get a physical glow up? So from what I can see, you have to be careful because you tend to go extremes with that one. So if you can learn to pace yourself, if you can use moderation and learn to control that, it's going to be great. But otherwise, please don't go hardcore on everything. Let's see. Today, your CA, enter both groups results that you passed both groups. Your name is Tanish. So, excuse me, are you passing your exams? So from what I can see, I think you missed something or misread something on one or on some of the exams. So I can't guarantee you that you've passed it. I actually don't think that you have. I think that you might have to redo or wait for another one. I'm very sorry to say that. Oscar, what do you need to know? For you, you need to speak up and demand that people listen to you. It's time for you to be heard and for people to take you seriously because there's something that they need to know about you, and I don't feel like they kind of see you in that light. I don't think they see you almost like an adult. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kayla, thank you so much for your kind words. Is your partner truthful with you? Your partner gives you more information than they have given anybody. So that's not only a yes, that's a heck yes. I want to say the other one, but I'm afraid of getting flagged, so it's going to be G-rated here. Hey, Nisar. I'm sorry that your friend passed away. We're not going to Mars. Unless you can get me a spaceship that can, you know, be instantaneous, because I really don't want to spend a year just kind of floating around in space, bumping my head on stuff. How do you have a fiesta, have a get together, have everybody there with you? A boy you rejected called you ugly and you feel terrible. It's because you rejected them and they're 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 stupid. I'm sorry. If they take rejection as an opportunity to be a jerk to you, then this person was never going to treat you right to begin with. Clavy. So, Shania, what's your question? Your heart. Oh, thank you. That means I'll live to be 139. That'd be kind of cool. I wonder if I'll have an ARP card then. Will you and your wife make up after the fallout on Saturday? Did she like your apology voicemails that you left her today and just now? So it's a good start. Don't just do that one little bit of it. You're gonna have to do this consistently until she sees that this is really how it's gonna be moving forward. Tim, I am doing chaotic but really good. Had some amazing sessions earlier, and I've been kind of like all manic ever since. When will you get the government job? I actually see that you're going to be getting an offer really soon. Keep your eyes out on emails. Make sure that you have the bell set for the emails that would be coming in, or the messages that would be coming in for the verifications. Set an alarm for when they can contact you so you won't have to accidentally miss it. And that's something that you can do with your email. Garcia, is your health going to get better? So not unless you work at it every single day. So this is not something that you can miss a single day on whatsoever. It is going to involve long-term changes, and it's going to be work. It's going to be like gardening. It's going to be like farming. You have to be at this every single day, or it's going to completely be overrun. Hello, Jesse Norton. How are you? I'm divorced and I'm in a relationship of 3 years and I'm very happy. Ew, what the heck? That is absolutely insane. We are not doing that here. Satan will never win. Satan's a little bitch. Ratan Tripathi, sorry if I mispronounced anything. Is there any expected windfall? Yes, you are going to actually get a gift of financial income. I'm going to say it like that. It could be like, yes, material gain. But no, you're going to get some pretty coin. And from what I can see, you've worked really hard for it, and you're going to get the karma of it now, which is a very positive thing. Hey, Julie, will you ever get married? It's been in the man in your life for 13 years. Yes, and you need to talk to him about it, and you need to let him know that you aren't going to wait much longer. Raj, thank you very much. Forever Free 1979. It looks like there wasn't, whatever the encounter was, it wasn't happy, because this person is either nervous or they're scared. There's something hidden from you that they don't want you to ever find out, and you're not going to be able to find it out. So I see this person going into hiding even though they really do care about you. So I wouldn't poke the bear on that. Anya, thank you so much. Well, you can have a reading. Go for it. Is Harris Khan in love with a woman? He's your ex. So from what I can see, no. She did like the voicemails, Mike. How do you approach both your parents? You have a fiesta. I'm not kidding. All right, you've given an interview in one company, waiting for the second round. What are the energies looking like for you? Well, for you, I would actually approach them again, because it looks like they're stalling and they don't quite know who to go with. You, and being the more precocious one and getting to them before they have a chance to get to anybody, is going to look really positive on you. And I can see that you're probably going to get away with it. You're going to be painting yourself as a real, I know this sounds silly, but a real go-getter in this. Hey, Am Crush, what up? We're having fun here. It's getting kind of silly. I want to know how about info. Wait, hold up. Careful, guys. I'm dyslexic. I want to know how, without any prior info about us, you giving a reading, because it's all energy. You can tell me as much or as little, especially if we're on a one-to-one session. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to validate anything. It's weird to not interact, but I've had that happen a few times, and people are able to validate it. And again, if something doesn't make sense, don't try and make it fit your life just to appease somebody. Ask for clarification. Make sure that the person is on the up and up. Preem, what's up? Your phone crashed for a moment. You missed your reading. Your wife left you for a trivial reason. You've been separated for more than a year now. She's refusing a divorce. Okay. Degenerate Xer, you sound like my significant other. That is so something he would have his channel called. Oh my God, if that's you, Jason, I'm going to laugh so hard. Will your life be for the better? You've been experiencing some funky vibes lately. Yes, and you want to know something? You got to start standing your ground if anything is going to change. This is you showing up every single day and fighting for the life that you deserve. Comedy channel? What am I repeating once again? What are the energies looking like for you in November and regarding a job? So it looks like it's not very favorable. I think that you probably need to keep your eyes open and peeled and not wait for people to call you back. Keep putting in your resume to various areas. Seriously, open up all platforms. Hey, Dimitri, can you work in the office on your previous job that you left? So I think that you will be able to have the same work set up. Darish, you're right. I have no idea who you people are. I have no idea about your backstory. And when I'm telling you what I'm seeing in the cards, I have absolutely no connection to it. Degenerexer, please let me know if you're Jason, because you so have a name that he would have. Aqua Eden, I've answered you several times. Preem, what do you need to know? Let's see. For you, you need to go inwardly because you're seeing everything in a very idealistic way and it has the opportunity to hurt you. And I know that you feel a lot of pressure on your head and that's stressing you out, but you have the power to put other things back in check so you can have a peace of mind and actually figure out what it is that you truly feel about this situation rather than what you would just idealize about it. This is about creating a firm, solid stance and foundation for the situation. Fun on. I can tell you that Mickey Mouse is going to win. Are you going to stay at your job for a long time? Yes. Will you get a good job and marriage? So from what I can see, it's not going to be good from the get-go, but I see that you're going to make a lot of mistakes at first, but you have a reset and a restart coming in, which means that you have learned not only from those mistakes, you pick up so fast. So Darish, these are free reads anyway. You didn't need to try and poke the bear to get a reading. Herbert Mitchell, I'm doing yeses and nos. I'm looking at whatever question you guys are looking at, giving you a quick answer. I've been a reader for longer than I have, and we're going on 27 years in 2025. Holy crap. And, well, if you want to book with me, all the ways of contact are in the description. You can follow my Facebook, you can follow my Instagram, you can follow my TikTok, you can follow me in always. Preem, you're very welcome. Christian, you know, I have put people, you know, into REM sleep before. Hypnosis, that is so funny when people fall asleep during that. I cannot tell you. Like, out of the 15 years that I've done this, like, 5 people have fallen asleep, and it's very interesting. So I usually try and nudge them awake after a little bit, after they've had a little cat nap. But I also do ASMR videos as well. That is one of my talents, and I have put people into REM cycles by doing that. Well, Degenerate Xer, I hope that you stay here, and I absolutely love your name, and I am going to screenshot your name so I can show him because that is just the best. So will you reframe your question? Are you going to get your 10 million before year's end? So from what I can see, that is going to take a lot of work, and I see you walking away from the work before it's done. Aqua Eden, send me an email, and I would love to hear from it. You want to hear me snore? Why? I sound like a pig, like anybody else who would snore. Comedy channel. Well, thank you so much, fellow dude. Fun on. Yes, vote for Mickey Mouse. But who's going to be their vice president? Who's going to be Mickey Mouse's vice president? 1995. When are you going to get your job, marriage, and kids? Actually, you're the type of person that'll elope. So for you, you have to have more discernment with what type of partner you're going to have, because I see you get into relationships that end up on their belly immediately. Because why? It's actually a fear of commitment. That's very interesting. So it's like you get too close to it and it's like, no, nope, I can't do this. I can't do this, but I want this. No, I can't do this. And then you're like, screw it, let's go to Vegas. So it's interesting. That's not anything I'm doing on this live, Herbert. You would have to actually book a session with me or request an ASMR video, which that also is booking a session, silly goose. No, because I'm doing readings for people. If you want to have this back and forth, then hit me up on Facebook or Instagram. It's definitely not a talent. It's just a soothing voice. So me, when I get into the hypnotic voice and you listen to how I'm talking, it can be soothing. It can sound very motherly. And when you can read that person's body language and see to what degree they're allowing themselves to go into a hypnotic trance, you can start giving their very specific induction and giving them the visuals and giving them the relaxation. It's kind of putting me on the spot in this moment. It's not easy. Herbert, you don't have to book with me, silly goose. Why do I talk to myself in the mirror? You mean like, do you want me to go look in the mirror and go like that Franklin guy from SNL back in the early 90s? I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. I know you're trying to be a troll, but it's so ridiculous. Anthony, how's it going, Home Slice? Thank you. Donna, thank you so much. Will you ever get back into working out? Not right now, it's too much for you. Not financially, but just energetically wise. Oh, is it, Herbert? I am from the Northeast of the United States. I'm on Eastern Standard Time. I am currently based in Vermont, and I will be based back in New York as New Year's comes. No, these are all light. No. Yeah, well, we'll see, Herbert. Is Dawn ever gonna, or Donna, I think that I'm pronouncing your name right. If not, I'm very sorry. Please don't think I'm trying to offend you. Are you ever going to get married? You actually run the risk of having somebody who is going to be in an abusive relationship. When this is upright like this is somebody who's very in control of themselves, very driven, very grounded, but in reverse, this is a tyrant. And I see that there's a potential tyrant that is coming into your life. Do not marry them. It's going to come off as like love bombing and stuff like that. And it's going to feel like maybe I can fix them. You don't want a project. You don't want a person to be your job. You walked away. Was it the right thing to do? Yes. This isn't just a yes. This is high fives from the universe. Congratulations. Ah, very cool. I work with a lot of people in Texas, not a lot of people in Jersey. I've had 2 Jersey clients. Have a good one, Herbert. Phoenix, that is a very unique question to ask. I mean, you can always ask my partner, Jason. I'm sure that he could answer that one very directly. You're a Scorpio in love with a Taurus who goes ghost. You think he's in a throuple? Drop him like a bad habit. And you're a Scorpio. You sting. You sting. I'm a Scorpio moon, so I hold grudges for 20 years. Believe me, it's not an exaggeration. You are the person who could absolutely put somebody in check in the most profound way. Absolutely not. I would never, ever, ever put that out on somebody. Oh, wow. This time went by so fast. Holy crap. The West Coast, my favorite part about the West Coast was the redwoods and the opal pools. Those were incredible. Northern California. I've yet to be in Washington, yet to be in Oregon, but I, for some reason, skipped over New Mexico and Arizona. I was in Nevada. I love traveling, and I love, being in new situations. Yeah. Well, since you're a Gen Xer, when you do sting, it's probably something that affects more than just the people you go after. New Zealand, I absolutely love New Zealand. I've loved New Zealand for like 30 years, ever since I've met some tribal dancers that came to my school from there. I went to see them at the Flynn Theater, and I was in love with their dress. I was in love with their makeup, and they just seemed so flippin' masculine. I was just like, yep, I want to go there. I'm not reading anybody right now. I'm kind of shooting the breeze with you guys. Oh, you're in Vegas. I absolutely love it there. My nephew's a cop over there, and it's a great area. I know a lot of the spiritual community. Thank you so much. That's awesome of you. I'm also a millennial, 85, baby. Good night, Rodrigo. Oh, I'm sure. That's one of the, I will be visiting New Zealand at some point. It's not a matter of if, it's just a matter of when. What's that thing in my nose? Probably a booger. Do I have a bat in the cave? Oh no, you tell me. Vegas, it really depends. Vegas is two different realities. You have the show, which is Vegas, and then you have the real raw that's underneath it. And like, it's the whole spiritual community. Every person you meet there is two different aspects, two very strong different aspects. And that goes for every single human I've met over there. Let's see. Hey, how's it going? And again, if you want to book with me, send me a DM. I have all the ways of contact in the description. You can book readings, you could do hypnosis, you can do coaching. Go to my Facebook and look at all the services I provide. I think that Jesus loves everybody, silly goose egg. Thank you for that validation, Terabyte. Lopez, thank you so much. Ave Maria. Matthew B, it's probably, if it's not my nose rings, then I probably have a bat in the cave. Phoenix, have a good one, man. I'm not playing with anything. I'm actually leaving in a minute because I do have to get going. I have to do a Spanish lesson on Duolingo before I have to go for a quick drive. Luna Liberty, darling. You're a single mom, 3, their dad's in prison, about to get out. Should you go back to them? No, 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 no. So you stand in victory. You have to walk away from this, even though it's going to hurt you. You are literally all 3 of these people, and things are going to be changing. It's going to be kind of confusing, but you do need to stand your ground and take your decision back. Sahaya, I'm doing fabulously, thank you. I have no idea where you're getting it. I'm doing all right. How about yourself? Jared, no, silly goose. There is no green card in here unless I actually colored one green. Matthew B, it's a booger. It's clearly a booger. All three of what people? You're the person who stands in victory, who makes their decisions and takes them back from the person who tries to overpower them. You cut ties with them. You walk away from them, even though it's breaking your heart. Sometimes in order to save yourself, you have to break your heart. And even though you guys were together for 13 years, it's not going to be productive for the two of you to get back together. And that's really difficult to say. Oh, God, yeah. Little Terabyte, you are not wrong. Sahaya, that is amazing. I'm proud of you. Matthew B, what is in your nose? Yeah. Yeah, no. There's only one person I'm going to be marrying at this point, and if it doesn't work with him, it is off. And Jason, if you're watching this, sometimes you want to get a ring, then you don't because you don't want to know what'll happen. That is understandable. It's not for everybody. My name, oh, you're calling me Rapunzel? Thanks. Who is your future long-term partner? So from what I see, you're going back with somebody. Yeah, I see a do-over happening. And I see it actually, they're going through a whole new rebrand of their life. This might as well be a person who has been born again. Steve, absolutely not. Sorry. But I can tell you who you are going to be dating. I see that you're actually still getting over somebody who broke your heart. What's my name? Do you want my street name? What's on your nose, Matthew? You're cooked. You have a concert next week and you don't have a... I'm very sorry. Hey, Sophie, what up? Oh my God, Phoenix, knock it off. Actually, Sahaya, I recommend that you work on the, well, not just you, the collective you, that they work on their prayers every day. I'm older than dirt, Matthew B. I have 2. Wait, hold on. Maybe I have 2.5. I'm not sure. So, yes. Do I like Wisconsin? Who doesn't like Wisconsin? Angie, let me know how it turns out. Congratulations on your reconciliation. Bonjour. Everybody knows Nepal. All right, you guys, I have to get going now. I will be on probably tomorrow, same time. So if you're going to be there, awesome. If not, I hope you enjoyed tonight. If you ever want to book with me, send me a DM. All the ways of contact are in the description. Thank you so much for showing up for tonight's live.